Today, I'll be unraveling the story of R. Kelly, the R&B superstar whose deepest secrets and criminal activities shocked the world. I'll be exploring the intricate details of the R. Kelly 2021 trial, a case that captivated a global attention and marked a significant milestone in the fight against sexual exploitation and abuse. R. Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, rose to fame in the 1990s with his smooth voice and chart-topping hits, known as the King of R&B. His career was marked by iconic songs like I Believe I Can Fly and Ignition Remix. However, behind the success of his success lies something truly horrible that we never thought that he would do. Despite his musical achievements, allegations of sexual misconduct began surfacing as early as the 1990s. These accusations, initially overshadowed by his fame, gradually built a case against him, which would later be his downfall.
What do you want to say to R. Kelly if he's watching?
R. Kelly, you have 3 children, 2 of them being girls. Do you even love your children enough to think that it's okay to treat me and all the other victims that you've treated? How would you feel if someone would have treated any one of your 3 kids, even all 3? You would be upset. I'm sure you would probably want justice served. So why won't you just look at, if these are your kids, let them go. Let everybody live normal lives.
In 2019, the powerful documentary series Surviving R. Kelly aired, bringing renewed attention to the decades-old allegations. The documentary featured testimonies from numerous women who accused Kelly of sexual abuse and exploitation. In February 2019, R. Kelly was charged with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse in Cook County, Illinois. These charges were just the tip of the iceberg as more allegations surfaced, leading to federal indictments.
Absolutely. During the trial, you got to think the prosecution presented 45 witnesses and the defense presented 5 witnesses. And to have been in a courtroom doing the trial and then coming today to the sentencing was a culmination of the trial. Except at the sentencing, you got to hear these victims give more emotion, tell you what they suffered and what they've been suffering for the last 20 years. Women who have been considering committing suicide, who wish they were never born, that they are saying that it was their fault. It was chilling. And the tears that came down, genuine tears from these grown women, was really troubling to me. It really bothered me because R. Kelly, yes, you're a celebrity. Yes, you're the Pied Piper. Yes, you're the king of R&B. But now you're also a sexually convicted felon.
Federal prosecutors in New York and Chicago brought severe charges against Kelly, including racketeering, sex trafficking, and obstruction of justice. The indictments detailed a pattern of criminal behavior involving the recruitment and exploitation of young women and even girls. These charges painted Kelly not just as the lone predator, but as the leader of a criminal enterprise that facilitated his abuse over decades.
With bathrooms. Inside the bathrooms, there was evidence of toiletries, robes, and it appeared that people were living in the property.
The 2021 trial took place in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of New York. The prosecution argued that Kelly used his fame and a network of enablers to prey on young women and young girls. Victims barely testified, revealing dark details of grooming, psychological manipulation, and abuse. Former employees also testified, corroborating the victims' accounts and exposing the inner workings of Kelly's criminal enterprise.
All of the allegations predate these charges, predate the bringing of these charges by years and decades. I would point out also, Judge, that when the state added charges before Your Honor, they didn't ask that the bond be increased. The fact is that Mr. Kelly has never missed a court date, never missed one on this case, never missed one on the prior case that he had. Voluntarily turned himself in originally on these charges, voluntarily came to court when the charges were upgraded against him. And there's simply no legal basis to increase the bond in this case.
The defense attempted to portray the accusers as disgruntled former associates and questioned their credibility. However, the overwhelming evidence and consistent testimonies from multiple victims painted a clear and disturbing picture. After weeks of intense testimonies and deliberations, the jury found R. Kelly guilty on all counts, including racketeering and sex trafficking. This trafficking marked a significant moment in the fight against sexual abuse and exploitation. In September 2021, R. Kelly was found guilty on all charges. The verdict was a monumental victory for all the survivors and a critical moment in the #MeToo movement.
After decades of sexual misconduct allegations, tonight a federal judge in Brooklyn sentenced singer and convicted sexual predator R. Kelly to 30 years in prison.
This is a significant outcome for all victims of R. Kelly, and especially for the survivors who so bravely testified about the horrific and sadistic abuse they endured.
The one-time music superstar faced life behind bars after a jury found him guilty in federal court on 1 count of racketeering and 8 counts of sex trafficking. The trial lasting nearly 6 weeks, with close to 50 witnesses testifying against Kelly.
In June 2022, Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in federal prison. The judge emphasized the severity of his crimes and the lasting impact on his victims, underscoring that justice has finally been served. The R. Kelly case has had profound implications, highlighting the power of survivor testimonies and the importance of holding perpetrators accountable regardless of their celebrity status. This case has also sparked discussions about the entertainment industry's role in enabling such behavior and the systemic changes needed to protect vulnerable individuals.
What I would like to say to Robert is, I'm not afraid of you anymore. I'm not afraid of your lawyers. I'm not afraid of your goons. I'm not afraid of your team that you have help you. I would give my life for my justice and any other woman you validated. I will not go away. I will not be quiet. I will not hide. You know what you did. You know the turmoil you brought into my kids' life. And not just my kids, my family. Because what affected me affected my children. What affected my children affected their grandparents and their aunts and their uncles and their cousins. You destroyed Christmases, birthdays, graduations, and my kids' ability to just go to lunch and sit with their friends and laugh and play. And for that, I will never forgive you. For that, you can deny all you want to. For that, you can deflect all you want to. And for that, you can go to hell.
While Kelly faces additional legal challenges, including state charges in Illinois and Minnesota, his conviction serves as a powerful message that justice can prevail.
Not once have I ever had a domestic violence call at the house and all this, that, and the other.
And this was just one of the many cases out there in the world. R. Kelly was just the first one. Let me know if you want other cases covered on my channel. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and click on this video here.